Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the Forest of Bowland. We're on the very west side, the west flanks of the Forest of Bowland, just in possibly peak autumn for us. Don't know whether we'll get out again in the autumn months, but we will try, of course. But today we're looking up a couple of these brooks. There's this one, and then there's one just to the right of me across a little hill. We're going to have a look up and down those, see what images we can capture. These are very out of the way areas that not many people go, so I think this will be very photogenic and very hidden scenes that nobody will have seen before. So let's hope we can capture something good. But I'm going to head off up this brook, show you any images that we can find, and we'll show you, we'll fully document any images we do take. Right, so let's get to it. Right, so I think I've found my first composition of the day. I found these lovely dry stone walls. Probably looks like it used to be part of a building of some sort. The sheep or something, I'm not too sure. But I'm using these rocks in the wall as like the foreground. And I'm shooting towards the trees over there. I'm using the trees as the background. I'm shooting around f8 to try and keep everything front to back in focus as much as possible. I think it's quite a nice image. The colours are quite nice. The contrast between the orange and the grey walls and the green leaves that's still on those trees back there. I think that works quite nicely. I think it's pleasing lines within the image. But the only downside really at the minute is the clouds. It's quite an overcast day, but you've got to get out and you've got to shoot when you can. On the channel we can only get out on certain days, so we just got to make do with what the weather you get and try and make the images you can make at the time. And when you're out one day you'll get the good conditions and you'll make some belter images, but you can still make some good images no matter the conditions. But yeah, I've got my camera set up basically where it is now. I've been shooting it in landscape, shooting it portrait, just to see what the balance of the image across the frame, see what works better. I've got a feeling it's going to be a portrait shot. I think Jay's across the other side of the brook at the minute shooting, so we'll go over to him after I've shown you this image. Hopefully it turns out well.
So I've been heading along this stream, just taking some photos of these nice old buildings, I guess, and I've looked back over the way we've came. The landscape's kind of weaving, so we've got this stream going to the left and cutting back in, and then we've got a wall cutting to the right and coming back in, and we've got the gate in the middle. Now the light started painting the hillside and it looks really nice. There's quite a lot of contrast. It's just quite a nice shot, so we're just going to go ahead and take it. and we'll get that up on screen for you. I think it's absolutely fantastic. We'll move on to the next one.
Right, so we've carried on over the top of the moorland and we've got down to the brook that we're planning on walking up. You can see behind me. The clouds are coming in, clouds are getting very dense towards the back. So it's made for quite a moody shot. So I've taken a picture just here that you'll see in just a moment. But we're going to head down to the bottom. I'm going to follow the river up to a set of trees that are in a connection between two brooks, and they connect. So there's probably going to be some interesting shots there. That's the whole aim of today anyway, to get up there and shoot these trees that I've seen. We're going to head down now. I'll show you the shot that I've just taken. Let's get moving along. Right then, so we've got up to the trees in the top of the valley that we were looking to come up and shoot. We found this little folly that's been here for who knows how long. But I found a composition that I quite like from where the camera is at the minute, shooting towards the folly, and this tree on the left hand side. I think they frame quite well, along with this tree up behind the right. A couple of things that I need to clean up in the frame. There's another sort of building over on the far left that I need to clean up a little bit. Again, the weather's not really got any better, it's kind of got worse really. We're kind of in some low-lying clouds, so we are getting a bit wet. So it is bad conditions really, but we're trying to make the most of it. Maybe get some more moody shots, some moody vibes going. Yeah, show you this image when I've taken it, and hopefully it turns out well.
Your water's not started wearing thin yet.
Right, so we've come up to the top and we've found all these trees that were stood around at the minute. And I've found another clump of trees off in the distance. I'm stood up here, so I'm in line with those trees, shooting along the river that you've seen us walk over and past. I'm shooting the river running towards the trees in a sort of leading line. I've also got two more trees on the right hand side of the frame. They're acting like a nice foreground, bit of interest. I'm in a bit of an issue because it is currently raining. We get water all over the lens. It's kind of a real nightmare for me. But the light is coming from my far left. It's starting to get a little bit of a break in the clouds, so it's casting a very nice sort of like warm yellowish gold light across the entire image. It has really brightened it up. I did take one before the light came out, so I'm going to probably throw them both up just so you can see how the light really does change an image and how it feels. So I'm going to take this image whilst the light is looking good, and I'll throw them both up for you.
So we were just in the process of heading back towards the bridge in which we came. The weather's getting a bit ruthless. We don't think that we're going to get a good breakthrough of sun for the sunset, but we did just 2 minutes ago get an absolutely fantastic breakthrough of sun, and it's spattered all across the folly, all across the hillside. Absolutely beautiful picture with the stream going up. I've just taken that. I'll throw that up on screen now. We're going to just head back to the car park and then head into the forest nearby, just because we don't think we're going to get the composition we originally came here for, even though we have got some amazing pictures today. So yeah, we're just going to head back that way and see what we can discover in a weird forest.
Right, so as you can see, it's now definitely dark. It's taken us a lot longer to come down off the side of the hill where we were than we were expecting. So I think we're probably going to have to call it a day there, as it got too dark. We might come back and have a look around this woodland at some point in the future. Hopefully we can get back out and make another video soon. But as always, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.